Hey there, YouTube land, and tonight was the Oscars. Well, tonight were two things. There was the Oscars, and they'd had like a WWE pay-per-view. I actually forgot that the Oscars was tonight, and I had turned on, was it Fastlane, I think it was called, the WWE thing. And I'm looking at them. It's like the Oscars comes on. Was the Oscars come on tonight? I'd totally forgotten. So I turned my Xbox and watch TV. Bam, there's the Oscars are, it's the pre-show coming on. And I'm like, screw this placeholder pay-per-view. I'm watching the Oscars. And Neil Patrick Harris is a host. He started the opening of the segment was strong. It's a great song between him, Anna Kendrick, and Jack Black. Jack Black did the bravest part of the song. Anna Kendrick is utterly beautiful and extremely talented, as Anna Kendrick always is. So, yeah. But Neil Patrick Harris afterwards, I'm not sure if it was that if he had writers that weren't very good, because apparently he did a great job when he hosted the Tonys. But even though, just take the writing part, no, Neil Patrick Harris didn't do a good job as a host. I really wanted him to do, and I really think Neil Patrick Harris is a nice guy, and but it came across as very glib, and the jokes fell flat, and it just seemed all too safe. Everything was very safe about these Oscars to me. There's a couple nice ones in there, but mostly it was just very flat. And he got too glib on parts where you really shouldn't have. A woman came up and she accepted her award for her short documentary film. And she talked about, she thanked her family. And at the end, she mentions her son, who was no longer with them because he committed suicide. And so the music plays, she goes off, and Neil Patrick Harris comes back, and it's immediately into joke. Here's a point. I know, it's a host and jokey and do the segue, but here's a point where you can actually make a difference and say something, or it's like nail down a point. And instead, it came across as kind of glib and kind of callous, and I know he didn't mean that, and he was nervous. And I don't know, maybe another year for Harris, he can do a better job, get better writers, just work on it a bit. I'm sure they can do more. I don't know, some more musical numbers, some more skits, something to make to offset that. I gotta say, Lady Gaga blew me away. Her voice, it's stunning. She's stunning. Man, I'm not even the biggest fan of The Sound of Music. It's okay. I mean, it's a good movie, but it's just one that, out of all the musicals, it's not my go-to. But holy, that was just incredible. As for the winners, I was worried that it was going to get kind of like a patriotic American needs a shot in the arm type of thing, and where they're going to like be giving American Sniper a bunch of awards. And although I think American Sniper is an interesting film, I don't consider it an Academy Award worthy film. I'm not saying it's a bad film. I'm not talking on subject matter. I'm not like dissing anything political wise. This is not a political thought. It's just the film to me just was good. It was an Academy. I didn't think it was an Academy Award film, but it was a good film if that's the subject that you're interested in. That's my thought on that. And not only that one, Boyhood, which I think, again, we got a really good film here. It's a nice concept, but it works great as a concept film, as an idea, as an art film. Do I see it wearing? Did I ever see it winning an Academy Award though? Honestly, no, I don't. And I know a lot of people. I might get some hate for this, but I don't think it's Linklater's best film either. I really don't. And that's just my opinion. I'm probably in the minority on that one. I'm not saying it's a bad film, not by no stretch of the imagination. I just thought there were better films. I thought Selma was a better film. I thought The Theory of Everything was a better film. I thought The Imitation Game was a better film. And a lot of those films don't get the greatest reviews and get a lot of hate. But for me, for like what I thought when I'm looking at the Academy Awards, I thought Birdman was the most daring film. A lot of people would say Boyhood because of the chance with the years and stuff like that. But Boyhood, I like the Up series a lot more than I like Boyhood. But Boyhood again was a good film. But still, Birdman was different. Birdman took chances. Birdman script was smart, and its ending was unique, and not in a bad way, in a good way. It was a smarter film. Many of those other films were more emotional films, more like my good friend Lauren Rom's Reviews would put a lot of them as films that manipulate you. I'm not sure if I totally like go that stance, but Lauren, if you watch, you know exactly. I know you know exactly what I'm talking about here. Films that really kind of like play it, like you know, it's Lifetime films. They kind of like they're there to play on certain emotions, and there's like a standard, and you get to this type spot. And I thought that some of the films were, you know, were more that. Other ones seemed important. Seemed ones that and we're not just important, but we're well done. Glory deserved the. Most of the songs were horrible. Everything's awesome. Yeah, but okay. Glory was incredible. As for this year, it was the song. The only other one that came close is the Glen Campbell one, which made me kind of get teary eyed because the what was behind it. But Birdman and the director and the cast behind that one really had me rooting for them. I didn't think they were going to get it. Wes Anderson's movie, The Grand Budapest Hotel, is amazing and deserved everything it got. It made it for best score, which I know won a lot of other awards, but for me, best score was really huge because its score. When you think of a movie that deserves a best score, you think of movies like even, and it's not for Academy movie, but movies like Halloween, Friday 13th, Jaws, just Star Wars, just so many movies that are known. Close Encounters of the Third Kind are known for their musical scores. You can't separate the two. You can actually, those are the ones when Twilight Time puts out the movies, you're like, oh, you listen to the isolated score because you really want to hear the score, because the score you remember so well because it's such a big part of the film. It's almost its own character within the film. And watch The Grand Budapest Hotel. That score is literally a character within the film. And that was one of the big wins. Imitation Game winning for the best adapted screenplay. I was rooting for Inherent Vices. But the second he got on the stage, and I liked the movie Imitation Game, I just thought Inherent Vices was harder to adapt. But the second he got on the stage and he gave his speech, that deserves it. He spoke about almost not being here because of a time when he felt awkward, like he didn't fit in. And there was a lot of us that had like that, issues like that. I come on here sometimes, and when I'm asked to talk about like anti-bullying or suicide prevention, those are two things that I will like talk about and give like there's another video. I'm not sure if it was ever completed, but I know there's a YouTuber on here that asked people to make like short videos about anti-bullying and stuff like that, and I did because that was something that was important in my life. I was one of those geeky, awkward kids back in the day, and I still am. I'm geeky and awkward. That's one of the things. That's what, you know what? Ironically, that's what shaped me to be able to do stuff like this right now. Is the that awkward geekiness from when I was younger. That kind of weird, like, aspect of seeing something or remembering credits on films and being able to like take them with other. Yeah, I'm weird, and it's my movie weirdness. But it's more accepted now in today's society. That's like, you hope that people can marry without having what their sexuality is be like a factor into whether that's they're allowed to marry. You hope that people come to Canada or America or wherever, and they're accepted on their merit and not looked at for the color of their skin or where they come from or their religion. Because I'm sick of that. So and the Academy Awards had a lot of really kind of like message moments, and I love that. I love that. Birdman got the win. I was cheering for Birdman. My better half was, she loved Grand Budapest Hotel, so she really wanted that one, or Selma. She thought Selma was an important movie that deserved to get noticed, and I'm glad that it did get noticed. When it came up for the best song, it was just when the song was being sung, it was an incredibly touching scene. Those are my thoughts on the Oscars. I'm all for the winners. I think that they did great jobs. As much as I liked Michael Keaton, and I think he did an amazing job in Birdman, and it was an Academy Award worthy performance, Redmond was just a little bit better. And without a doubt, you can't even, it's not even, is it an Academy Award winning performance? Yes, it is. Did any of the other ones did I think many of those were Academy Award winning? Bradley Cooper and American Sniper? It's a decent performance. It's a good performance. It hits the right heartstrings and the right patriotic stuff. But do I think it's an Academy Award winner? No, I think Bradley Cooper will get an Academy Award down the road. He'll have his time. He'll get his time. He hasn't got one yet, has he? Maybe. I don't think so. But no, he will have his time. This was not the movie. I'm not saying it was a bad movie. A lot of people have strong ties to the movie because I don't know. It was a sad thing that happened, and when people seem to talk anything about that film, there's a really strong backlash from people that don't completely get on board and say this should be the one that wins. That being said, I think American Sniper is a good movie. I don't think it's Academy Award Movie of the Year good movie. And that's my opinion. And a lot of you guys are going to look and say, this is the movie that should have won. And yes, if you believe it should have won, to you, it's the movie that should have won. To me, Birdman is the movie that should have won. And it did. And I'm glad it did. There's many years that I come on or I watch the Oscars and I'm like, damn it, I don't agree with it. Not this year. This year I did. This year I agreed with the Oscars. I think that the movies that got overlooked, that were not the best films. Boyhood was a good film. Yeah, Boyhood's a great film. Do I think it should deserve the Academy Award? Another year. If Boyhood would come another year, maybe. But there's way, way too many other great films this year. And that's not taking anything away from the work that Richard Linklater did. Because he did great work with this film. And he took some chances and did it over. He made it kind of almost like, when you're in film school and you want to and you have these lofty goals that you want to achieve when you're making films. Boyhood, takes stuff from the Up movies, I guess, in the way that was not into take stuff as in the Up documentary, but in kind of the way that it was filmed, which is great. I mean, still wasn't the movie for me personally, in my opinion. There were better films. Wes Anderson's Grand Budapest Hotel was a better film. Imitation Game, a lot of people didn't like that one. I really did. I really thought it was a good film. I thought it was powerful. And I thought, I know Benedict Cumberbatch tends to be a guy that people like to hate on now. But I thought he did a great job. But Redmond deserved it. I love to see Keaton win an Oscar. Keaton's an amazing actor that's done some incredible roles. and he's extremely, extremely underrated. He's just done so much great stuff over the years, and Keaton's made me cry. Keaton's made me see him in so many different roles that I love Michael Keaton's work. But Redman, you knocked it out of the park. You deserved what you won. That was an incredible job. You have every right to be celebrating right now. And anybody that goes on like Facebook or something like that, and they're like, screw you or F Redman and stuff like that, the winner had to be Bradley Cooper or blah 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 and stuff. No, he won it because he was the best actor. I loved Michael Keaton and I loved Birdman, and I thought Michael Keaton did an amazing job. Was he better than Redman? No, he was good. He was great in his role, and up against any of the other actors aside from that, it's a lock. It would have been Keaton. And I'm sure if we knew the Academy voting, those were the two it probably came down between Redmayne and Keaton, and Redmayne won. Man, deservedly so. So, congratulations, you deserved it. You did an amazing job. You made Stephen Hawkins is not an easy role to do, and you did it, and you did it bravely. And Birdman, thank you for the stuff you said. Stuff you said at the end about immigration. It means a lot. It's important that somebody's actually taking notice of immigration, of women's rights, of problems. Just being that awkward person, whether it's because of your sexuality or it's just because of you march to the beat of your own drummer. I did not like Neil Patrick Harris's hosting the Oscars because I thought it seemed a little off. But the Oscars themselves I really loved, and they did a lot, and they made me smile, and they made me sad, and they made me think. And the Oscars don't often make me think, but this one did. Okay, that's my thought on the Oscars. And right at the end here, I thought I'd throw in a little, because I don't want to make a second video for this. So I went to the flea markets today. I went to two, and I picked up two things. So I love Snaps movies. So I was at this table, and there's a bunch of movies going for like $1 each. So I found this one here, and I don't remember. I can't remember this one now. I think I've seen it, but I don't remember it. And it is Sick Girl from Snaps Films. So it's got some great features on it. Is this the one that has a cameo by a certain actor in it? Like Stephen Jeffries? I'm not sure. I think Stephen Jeffries has a part in this. Yeah, Stephen Jeffries interview segment. Okay, so yeah, I guess I'll show you that, guys. So there's nothing to do there. And then I went to the other flea market and I picked up the first season of a show that I liked. It just got canceled. And as you know, guys, I like the soaps, the nighttime soaps and stuff like that. This was my favorite. And it came back with a really, really good, an amazing comeback for a series. Usually you see these shows come back and they kind of reboot them, remake them, and they don't capture the feel of the original series. This one actually did. It did a really great job, and it was Dallas. Dallas here has a gorgeous cast, by the way. What's her name? Jordana Brewster. Wow. But it's a good looking cast. The girls are great in this one. This stuff, and the guys, they're great for the ones that like the guys. So, and I feel a certain sort of. I understand the John Ross character. Maybe a bit too much, but I understand John Ross' character. We'll leave it at that. From back, not me now, but back in the day. Great stuff. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the Oscars this year. I really, really like them. And just did some incredible stuff. Got a couple cool things today, so there. And this is my new Optimus Prime t-shirt, so Optimist Team Autobot. I love the shirt. Don't know if you noticed, but we got a new light. So let me know if this lighting arrangement's better, because it's been dark and I've been trying to get like lighting to work better in here. So let me try something. Alright. I apologize for taking another minute of your time. But let's see. You can't totally, but you can better see the screen than you could with the other lighting, I think. So yeah, maybe we'll keep lighting like that. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great night, and say hi to the giant lobster head in the sky. For me right now, it's time to go grab some tea, get some sleep, get ready for work tomorrow. I'm really nervous because I'm out. Like, we've been in the training aspect of work, and we're getting really into the in-depth part of it. So wish me luck. Have a great night, guys. For me right now, it's time for tea. And wow, Lady Gaga, you've got an incredible voice. Who would have thunk it? Neto.